What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome on back to the Pokemon Omega Ruby walkthrough. In the last part, we took down the 8th and final gym back in Sootopolis City, and yeah, that means that now we can head up this waterfall, because we got the HM for Waterfall. We can now use it outside of battle, and this will lead us to Victory Road. So yeah, I gave Waterfall to the Tentacool that I've just been using for a bit, and this is a pretty big waterfall, so yeah, you kind of need it here. Not some little baby waterfall that you may be able to, like, swim up, like in other games. But yeah, no, defeated Wallace in the last episode wasn't too bad of a challenge. Now, this is Evergrande City. Evergrande City is basically the location of the Pokemon League. However, this is the southern side. The northern side is actually where the League is, but, of course, sitting in between you and that is, Victory Road, which is exactly what we're covering today. It's a little lengthy, but we should be able to get through all of it in this episode. Now, there is one item around here that I think we can get, and let me make sure I don't miss it. Oh wait, no, you gotta access it from inside the cave. All right, forget about it then. But yeah, it's a pretty solid TM, so I'm sure we'll come back and get it later. But yeah, this is Victory Road. Now, no new crazy wild Pokemon or anything like that. You know, it's basically just going to be evolved things of stuff you've already seen earlier in the game, like Hariyama, Golbats, Lairons, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, you might already be able to tell, but the layout is a little bit different compared to the original games. Used to, you didn't have to surf right there at the beginning. I think there's some sections where you'll go on the outside. So yeah, it's I kind of like how they switch it up a little bit. Again, it's not too crazy. I feel like it's still the same general layout. I'll be sure to try to pick up all the items that I see. I mainly want to make sure I cover all of the trainers, though. Starting with this Ace Trainer, get used to seeing Ace Trainers. There's a ton of them down here. And yeah, you will need Surf and Strength to get through here. So, two at least pretty good HMs. You probably already have them on your Mons. But keep that in mind. Now, you might want Flash as well, because there are some dark areas in here. It's not required, of course. But I did go ahead and give Flash to Banette. I was debating if I should, you know, put someone in the PC and just give Flash to an HM on. But Banette still had Curse, which is a good move, except for if it's on a Ghost type, because then that means it's going to cut half of your health, and I just never like going for it, so whatever. Flash is just a TM in this game, remember that, so, you know, at least you won't have to go to the move deleter to get rid of it if you want to take it off. But yeah, a ton of fully evolved, cool Pokemon that you'll see in here, so should be good experience. It's going to be just the final bit of training before, you know, the Elite Four and Champion, and literally the next episode. It's kind of wild. Next episode, we're taking on the first two Elite Four members. Now, the Elite Four and Champion, I think, like, what, Steven gets right around level 60. Everyone else is kind of low, mid, high 50s, so, I mean, we're right around level 50. But I don't know if I should do any training before the next video or not. I kind of don't want to. I would like to be a little under-leveled. But we'll see. Anyways, come up these stairs, and you can already see we have an item to grab up here. It is a full heal. By the way, at the end of Victory Road, don't, like, you know, run out there with your team half beaten up, because there's a big battle that we got to do at the end of this place, and it's not against a May. You know, typically it would be against your rival. Right there, pretty obvious hidden Max Repel, by the way. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Make sure you stock up on Max Repels and healing items. That would be the big suggestion. Also, yeah, the ladders, they look like true ladders. I mean, it really looks like you're climbing down into the depths in Victory Road. And I think that's how they look in this game in general. So, I don't know why I'm pointing that out now, but just had to. But yeah, hope you guys are all having a good Wednesday. Apologies that this video is going up a little later than usual on Wednesday. I've been working hard to get a video done on the main channel, and by the time this video goes up, it's actually up. It's literally going up in like 30 minutes at the time I'm recording this. But yeah, so I had to get a thumbnail done this morning. Just didn't have too much time to get this video recorded earlier. But we're here now. I took my dog for a walk. Yada yada. It's been a pretty good morning. So yeah, also this thing confused us, which sucks. It'd be nice if we just break through both times. Perfect. But yeah, so that's why this video is going up a little later in the afternoon. But as soon as I get done with it, I'm going to edit it and get it done. I still got to get Friday's episode ready as well. Down goes Ace Trainer Hope. Ain't no hope for you, I guess. Get it? It's a good, like, play on of her name and stuff. Okay. Let's head down. Ladder number 1. I believe here is where it's going to start to get a little dark. Now, Flash in this game isn't as bad as, you know, some of the other games. So, by the way, let me throw Rio to the front, I think. So, again, you probably don't need it. You can actually still kind of see a decent bit of the area. But because I already have Flash, I might as well use it. Yeah, it's not like you're limited to a little circle of light like you are in the older games. But there we go, now it looks like a normal room again. Alright, so for this part, I think you just want to simply push each boulder kind of off to the side to get through this area. And yeah, we're kind of in, I feel like the basement floor of Victory Road is a lot bigger than the upper floor. So, you know, it can get a little confusing down here. Again, there's a ton of trainers in here. I'm probably going to have to cut out some things here and there. By the way, right here, I think we just have to push this boulder over to the right. Don't overcomplicate it. You can get a free PP up. But yeah, I'll cut out some battles here and there, and I feel like I'm about to have to sneeze. Oh my gosh. Nah, see, now it's gone away. See, oh, that's the worst. When you feel that sneeze coming on, and then, like, it ends up not happening, and then your nose is just left hurting. I got baited or something right there. Golly. Alright, I'm good. Hey, don't worry, I'm good. Oh, yesterday, though, was the newest Pokemon Presents. I actually reacted to it over on the main channel on a live stream, and the YouTube short of me reacting to it is still up if you want to go peep it. But yeah, pretty cool overall. I mean, really, in terms of Pokemon Legends ZA, we got, you know, a couple new characters, couple new aspects. And then we got Mega Dragonite, of course, which is pretty cool. Dragonite, you know, I feel like definitely deserving of a Mega. He was like the OG pseudo-legendary. Not gonna lie, I'm not like crazy on his design. It's not bad by any means, but like, I could probably name like 10 Megas that I think look cooler than Dragonite right now. But still, it's alright, you know, it kinda, I like how it gains some like aspects from Dragonair with like the tail and the wings and everything. So I think it's okay, but I'm really excited to see more Legends. And now we're like, I mean, we're less than 3 months out from the game dropping. So, yeah, it'll be pretty interesting. And, oh, I forgot Circle Throw switches us out. I was like, hold up, what's going on? But yeah, this is a throw. Look how angry bro looks. But yeah, less than 3 months. I don't know if we'll get any more trailers, any more news. Aside from that, I'm gonna stay spoiler-free over here. And when the game comes out, well, the interesting thing is, you know, I don't have a Switch 2. And, obviously the game's gonna run a lot better on a Switch 2. But my problem is, I'm probably gonna be stuck playing it on my original Switch, which I'm okay with. Like, I'm not too picky with graphics and performances. Like, I'm not gonna boot up the game on October 16th and see, like, one lag spike and be like, oh, nope, closing out the game, I'm done. Like, bro, I can play it as long as I can see what I'm doing in the game. Still, like, you know, I can still go out, battle people, do the story, bro. I'm gonna be fine. We probably will be streaming that as well over on the main channel. So, yeah, when that does drop, that is going to be the plan. My issue is right now, I don't have a way to record my Switch though, because I think like the dock, which, I mean, to be fair, I've had this Nintendo Switch since like 2017 or 18, something like that. But yeah, for whatever reason, the Elgato just doesn't work with it, and I got a new Elgato, so, but it still wasn't really working too well, so I think it's the dock, so I'm gonna have to order like a new original Switch dock if they still sell it. And this thing went for Swallow. Okay, that's annoying, especially because I switched up and went for Rock Smash, which now probably isn't going to kill. Maybe with the burn it'll kill. Oh my goodness, I should have just stuck with Lava Plume. Stupid Mawile. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'll probably try to get a dock. Hopefully that fixes the issue. If that doesn't fix the issue, I'm actually, like, screwed. I have no idea. It could literally be the Switch itself. Because I know it's not the Elgato, because my Wii does just fine with the Elgato. So, I don't know what I'm going to do if the dock ends up not being the solution. I'm gonna be, like, really sad, because I definitely want to play the new Pokemon game when it comes out. Alright, we're back on the main floor, though, if you couldn't tell. And we're going to make our way around this side. And then there might be an item down here, I think. I'm going to be careful. No, it's a trainer. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to be careful not to hop over any legends. Because I think there's some points in this place where you can accidentally, like, backtrack too far. Which would kind of suck. But yeah, this Victory Road reminds me a lot of Gen 4's. You know, Sinnoh's Victory Road kind of had a lower floor. You did a bit of surfing. I think there were some waterfalls in it as well. You had to do strength. So I feel like they're kind of similar. Anyways, one shot. The Houndoom right there. But yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all are excited about from the Pokemon Presents yesterday. I know there was some more. By the way, I'm going to pass on Hydro Pump. Just don't really rock with the inaccuracy and 5 power points. And we will go into Papa C for the Shiftry. But yeah, I know there was some more news on Pokemon Champions, which is kind of that thing coming out next year. I think it's going to kind of be like Pokemon Showdown. Basically just better. It's basically putting Pokemon Showdown out of business. What else was there? I mean, there was some other kind of smaller things. I think the whole Pokepark thing that they revealed that's going to be in Japan or whatever, that's kind of dope. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. Like, are they really going to have, like, Pokemon animatronics walking around or something? I don't know, but we shall see. Alright, I'm going to head back to this first ladder and see what's down here real quick. Yeah, the annoying thing is every time you go back down, you probably got to pop Flash again. I wish it would just stay like that. Which, to be fair, that wouldn't really make sense because, you know, Banette's with us, so when we go upstairs, Banette's not gonna, you know, be using Flash downstairs anymore. But yeah, this will just take you to a Max Elixir. Really good to still find these items, though, because, you know, we're almost at the Pokemon League. Can't heal up in between all the battles, so the only way to heal PP is with items like that. But yeah, let's get back on the main path. Basically, if you find, you know, a new trainer or something, you're probably going the right way. And I think we have a double battle coming up, actually, so this should be pretty interesting. And, okay, yeah, see, here's where it gets annoying. Once again, gotta go for Flash. We get, like, flashbanged right here in the animation. Like, shoo, look at that. Now, that's way too bright, man. That's too bright for me. I'm recording this in the morning right now. Nah, I'm just kidding. I've already been outside and everything. But, yeah, here's the double battle I was talking about. I'm probably just gonna go for Surf, so... Who's the second slot in my party? I hope it's not, like, Macargo. Okay, no, it's Banette. We should be okay. Because, yeah, obviously Macargo would not handle a Surf very well. Let's just gang up on Cradily a little bit. I'm hoping Armaldo gets... Oh, no, it's not going to be a one-shot, whatever. Yeah, Cradily is always an annoying mon to deal with, because it's only weak to, what, like, Ice and Fighting? Grass Rock is just kind of an interesting typing, and we're dead. Okay, man. That sucks. Yeah, Banette just doesn't have good defenses. But yeah, only weak to... What, Rock and Fighting, right? Or, I mean, sorry, Fighting and Ice. But it's also super effective on Ice, so that's kind of the issue there. Alright, let me be a bit smarter about this. We're going to Sceptile now, who can definitely take a Surf. And I'm hoping this turn we can take both of these guys out. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that will do the trick, and we'll continue on down here in the basement. This could definitely end up... Actually, I'll just say it, this will definitely end up being a longer episode, but that's always how the Victory Road videos are. There's only one of them in each game, so it's really not that big of a deal. I remember, like, I think back towards when I started this channel, I don't know if it was for, like, the Red and Blue walkthrough or something like that. I debated just kind of making the Victory Road videos, like, just a kind of sped up montage, because I wasn't sure if it was going to be too boring or not, but nah, let's not do that, man. Hey, let's not do that. Alright, someone who hasn't gotten a lot of action so far is Grumpig, so I will toss him to the front of the party. Here we got a Pop Surf once again. Also, I'm going to be on the lookout to make sure I don't miss that spot. Actually, it might be right here. Yeah, here we go. We're back out in Evergrande City, and this is where you can find the TM for Psychic. I was literally about to say, like, oh, I'm going to be on the lookout, make sure I don't miss this spot. But yeah, here it is. Definitely worth picking up. Psychic, like, the strongest Psychic type move you can get. Also, that's kind of cool overlooking the cliff right there. Speaking of something like that, I don't know why, but I've gotten hooked on, or not really hooked, but like a bunch of just cliff jumping videos have, you know, started popping up on my feeds and everything. Like these insane dudes. It'll be like, you know, the Red Bull guys, like jumping off a cliff into water from like 40 feet. Nah, probably more than like 40 feet in the air. It is absurd, bro. Matter of fact, earlier this summer, I did a little bit of, you know, I was on a trip with my friends and did some cliff jumping. That was like 25-ish feet or something. And I thought that was kind of high up. But, dude, these dudes I see on the video, I don't even know. They're a different breed or something. And, I mean, it's a dangerous thing, man. Because if you don't, like, jump the right way or, like, hit the water the right way, like, you're going to be fracturing something, I think. So, yeah, no, it's kind of crazy. Also, that thing legitimately lived on 1 hit point because the Endure dialogue didn't pop up right there. But, yeah, down goes the Sock. I would say we actually don't even have that many trainers left. We're making a pretty solid time through this place. Yeah, these are some experts now. Yeah, these are, like, one step above... what's it called? Ace trainers, I guess. They're like the older elders. Alright, another TM over here. I think this boulder you just want to... Oh no, that was my max repel. I was like, wait, why can't I push the boulder? But yeah, push this one to the side, and then this one... Is it just up one time? Or I forget, hold on. I don't want to mess it up. No, I think you got to push it up again, and then push it over to the right. Yeah, okay. And this will lead you to TM35 Flamethrower. Once again, another very solid TM. I may end up teaching that to Magcargo. I'm assuming he can learn it. Because I feel like it's a little bit better than Lava Plume. Alright, let's go ahead and fight this guy next. And yeah, he's guarding this item up here for whatever reason. It's just a full restore, though. I just had a mini heart attack, by the way, because I thought I wasn't recording. But yeah, full restore. That guy had a team of 3. It was Electro, Darmanitan, and Swalot. So... Once again, pretty awesome set of mons. Alright, here's a Dragon Tamer. These guys, gosh, I'm sorry, but they dress kind of goofy, man. I don't know, they just, they look like they're trying to be a superhero or something. They give off, like, Robin vibes. He does have a Kingdra, though, which, this is a perfect time to actually Mega Evolve here. Because why not? You know, Dragon is one of the few things this guy is weak to. I guess we're also going to be weak to Dragon now, but, hopefully it'll work out in our favor. Gosh, my screen is dirty too. I'm like trying to clean my screen while I'm doing this video. I'm over here multitasking. But yeah, we got Dual Chop. Kind of wish we had a better Dragon type move, but Dual Chop's gonna do the trick here. There is a whole Dragon type Elite Four member, which, you know, typically is the one that I feel like could give people the most trouble because, again, Dragon only has 3 weaknesses in this game. And aside from Mega Sceptile, I don't have any of those typings. Also, I'm going to pass on False Swipe. That thing has 40 power points, by the way. Not a lot of moves have that many PP. But yeah, False Swipe is that move that's really just good for catching mons because it'll always leave them with 1 hit point, no matter, like, how many times you try to use it. Alright, and I think we'll put y'all 2 in the front because we have yet another double battle coming up. I think it's going to be up that ladder, though, so let's surf real quick. We are almost out of here, believe it or not. Yeah, we have another outside area, and this is basically just teasing you because, well, you're actually down by the start. For a second, I thought it was the Pokemon League, so yeah, not really any point going out there, but had to show it off. Last time using Flash, actually, I don't really need to. I literally know where I'm going, so that was kind of pointless. Sorry for wasting, like, 10 seconds of everyone's time. But let's head up the final ladder. Yeah, there's like these little tiki torches too, or whatever those are called, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, double battle, it's going to be between like a black belt and a psychic, I think. And they are all the way over here. You can kind of see we were down there just a little while ago. And this is, you know, the final regular trainer battle in here, but again, not the last battle. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, they have 2 mons, should be pretty easy to take out. There's a reason I guess I should have put Grumpig instead of Swalot, but it is what it is. We're going to gang up on the Musharna first. Shout out Horton, who I used in my Pokemon... Oh, dude, Swagger's so annoying. But yeah, used in the Pokemon Black and White walkthrough. That was a really interesting one. I remember I, like, did not have a single second team member until after the first gym. Usually I try to get something before the first gym. But nah, it's because I didn't catch Munna until, you know, you have access to the Dream Yard. And it really lived with, like, 1 little sliver. That is so annoying. Alright, Shadow Ball that to take it out. Then we'll go for the Primeape. And now he's swaggering just everyone on the field. This is why Swagger's, like, in my top 5 least favorite moves. I guess in that walkthrough, though, I did use the Elemental Monkey to kind of help me in the gym battle, but it wasn't ever really an official team member. But yeah, let's go ahead and finally kill the Musharna, who should have died the last turn. But yeah, the only reason I remember having the Musharna is because yesterday when I was editing the latest video over on the main channel, I had to get some footage from that walkthrough, and I saw the boy Horton in my party. Alright, so as long as we don't keep hitting ourselves, thank goodness Swagger missed. That's literally all Primeape tried to do in this fight. How pathetic. And I didn't even hit myself once. See? That's why it's such a terrible move. But yeah, down it goes. Alright, so I'm definitely going to make sure I'm healed up because, again, we have one more big fight coming up. So I'll pop just a couple more Hyper Potions. You know, obviously I'll buy some more healing items before I head into the Elite Four in the next video. And we shall begin this battle with Magcargo, I think. Hopefully he can do fine. But yeah, up here, before you kind of get too far, well, you can head up the ladder first. And actually, you're going to come outside. Yeah, you got to be outside for this big old showdown. I probably don't need to spray another Max Repel, but I will. And I forget, is it right before this bridge up here? Real quickly, there's a waterfall you can go up right there, but of course I don't have waterfall. Looks like you can snag a TM. I'll go ahead and let y'all know which TM it is because I might as well. So it's right towards the end. That's going to be X-Scissor up there. So another really good TM that I would recommend snagging. I just don't have the Tentacruel on me. But yeah, up here, look who it is. It is Wally. Yeah, remember Wally, you know, we helped him catch a Pokemon at the beginning of the game. We battled him in Mauville City with his pathetic little Ralts. He's ready to battle you once again, believe it or not. And he's not just going to use a Ralts this time, let's say that. Yeah, his team is much, much improved. He's going to have a team of 5. They're all going to be, well, actually, no, they're not fully evolved. He has, like, 2 mods that aren't fully evolved. But definitely don't take him too lightly. He's going to Mega Evolve as well. He'll begin with Altaria, though, level 46. Remember, this thing is Dragon Flying, so weak to, like, Rock, Quad weak to Ice. And weak to Fairy and Dragon. So we're going to straight up go for Rock Slide, and golly, that is so annoying. Cotton Guard boosts its defenses drastically, so now Rock Slide's going to do, like, nothing. So I probably really need to switch here, unless I just, like, get lucky with a crit, which won't happen. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go to, like, Hopper or something. And just go for Psybeam. I can't even go for Psyshock. But yeah, this thing, along with Cotton Guard, has Safeguard, Aerial Ace, and Dragon Pulse. They're Safeguard, so it's really like a setup mon here. It's going to try to, you know, set some things up. We can go for Power Gem, actually, I think. And yeah, now you can't, like, put any status effects on his mons for the next few turns. Dragon Pulse is, you know, going to do a good bit of damage, but one more Power Gem will do the trick. So yeah, I guess special attacks is definitely the way to go against this man. Alright, down he goes. We shall see who's coming in next. I honestly don't know what to expect. It's going to be the Delcatty. Alright, what do you have? Gosh, it's got Sing and Charm, which is just so annoying. What's with your annoying movesets, Wally? We'll go into Swalot. Delcatty, you know, haven't really seen too many of these things in the playthrough. Plain normal type has Sing, Disarming Voice, Charm, and Feint Attack, so it doesn't even have a stab attack. But it does have Sing and Charm, which can definitely get on your nerves. Thank goodness Sing missed. That makes my life easier. Overall, not the best mon, let's be for real. And we get a pointless crit right there, as per usual. Alright, so now he might go into his Ace right here. No, he's going to go into Magneton. Okay. Yeah, Magneton, it's not even a Magnezone. This thing's going to have Screech, Tri-Attack, Discharge, and Flash Cannon, so it's all about attacking. I think Tri-Attack's physical, right? Because other than that, why does he even have Screech if he doesn't have any physical attacks? But Flash Cannon will probably do a decent chunk to us, but then we have Lava Plume. I really should have, like, I don't know, given, oh, it has Sturdy. I was about to say, if another mon lived on a Sliver. Oh, we got the burn, though. But yeah, I really should have given Flamethrower to Magcargo already. Alright, so we're getting some pretty good luck so far. We'll see if this holds up. There's another level 50 mon. Is that everyone at level 50 now? I'm kind of hoping so. Alright, Roselia. Well, I'm just going to stay in. Don't really know why you're going into this guy. Yeah, this isn't even a Roserade. Roselia has Synthesis, Petal Blizzard, Toxic, and Leech Seed. Another mon that might just try to, you know, set up on you with Toxic and Leech Seed. But if you can take it out quickly, like I did right there, then it's not really going to be much of an issue. It's definitely going to be Wally's Ace who may bring the toughest challenge. It's going to be Gallade. Gallade is Psychic Fighting. Pretty interesting typing. Got Psycho Cut, Close Combat, Slash, and Swords Dance. If it sets up a Swords Dance, watch out. This thing is going to Mega Evolve as well. Yeah, Wally's got Mega Evolution too. You know, it's not just you and May and a couple of other major trainers. But, yeah, I mean, we're going to see how much a Shadow Ball does here. Yeah, Mega Gallade grows like a whole cape and everything. He does go for Psycho Cut. Probably going to do a lot. Yeah. I may just end up letting Banette go down if we don't get the knockout here. Alright, that's fine. I don't really want to... I don't know. I'm too lazy to switch. So, sorry, Muppet. Sorry, man. But now we can just let someone come in to finish the job. And, yeah, everyone's at least level 50 now. And, I don't know. It doesn't really matter who I go into. Why am I debating this so much? We'll go into Pelipper. So, yeah, I think one Surf will finish the job. Now, after this fight, Wally's going to give you the Dawnstone, which is actually what you use to evolve. Okay, great critical hit right there. But yeah, that's what you use to evolve Kirlia into Gallade. So if you want a Gallade for yourself, I think there's some other mons that use a Dawnstone. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you could get a Frostlass. I think that's how Snorunt becomes Frostlass. I can't remember. It might have to be female too, honestly. But yeah, Wally's like a little heated. He's like, oh man, and then he's gonna try to act all happy, like, oh, you know what, you deserve this, yeah. Go on to the Pokemon League. Whatever, I know you're steaming down inside, man. I know you're steaming. I know you're mad, because I'm just better. But yeah, there we go, Dawnstone. Alright, so now there's really just one more bridge to cross, and that will do it for Victory Road. So I'm glad we were able to cover this all in one video. I may get a thumbnail screenshot right here, not gonna lie. That might work, I don't know. But, yeah, let's move on along. Also, it's kind of cool, this place at nighttime is pretty sick. Even though, I don't even know, it's not really nighttime because now it's daytime, so I guess it's just dark in there. But here is the Pokemon League. Now, there's one other item I want to make sure I don't miss out on. And I think it's going to be kind of up near the entrance. But yeah, just follow this pathway. You got some cool arcs and everything. You know what I realized in this game? I think, like, the guy at the league checks your badges, but that's really about it. There's no other, like, cool badge check thing or anything like that. Don't need any more Max Repels. You can probably already see it, but there is a little shimmering over here, and that's going to give you the stone for Mega Mewtwo Y. We don't even have Mewtwo yet, but yeah, there we go. And right through those double doors is how you will begin the Elite Four, but we're doing that in the next episode. For now, though, I hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good rest of your day, and until then, deuces.